There's a quote in the film Hotel Rwanda that prefaces the story I'm about to tell. One of the victims says, "How can they not intervene when they witness such atrocities?" And the journalist replies, "I think if people see this footage, they'll say, 'Oh my god, that's horrible,' and go on eating their dinners. And isn't that what we do? We watch Iraq get bombed, Syria tear each other apart, and cry for the children of Gaza. But what do we really do?" In 1992, my parents were a victim of this passivity. The world watched Bosnia get burned from the inside out, and that could have included my parents, but it didn't. This isn't really a story about a war, but one about a golden couple who arose from it, my father Ardor and my mother Vahida Boborovic. My parents were 16 when they met and have been together ever since, which is as cute as it is sickening. They went to university together, they got married, and they started planning their lives. But those plans came to a startling halt when their home was plunged into a brutal war. It's difficult for me to comprehend something like that. They weren't much older than I am now, yet they had to deal with things they were completely unprepared for. In many ways, they were lucky they got out, but being lucky in a preventable situation doesn't mean anything, because at any moment this could have become an unlucky story. I'm just lucky it didn't. Germany became their temporary home while they were lost. They had to work while their lives were so displaced. Sure, they were aliens in a country they weren't sure would let them stay, but they were okay. Amidst all this mess, my mum fell pregnant with me, and I was born a child of refuge. That's when life kicked in for the two of them. The war wouldn't be over for another year, and their refuge in Germany was becoming uneasy. They wanted something more permanent. When my parents came to Australia, it was the second time in 2 years they had to relocate their whole lives. But this time they had a baby in tow. I know it was extremely difficult for them when they got to Australia. While we struggled with being poor aliens all over again, with only a bed for me, they never let me go unhappy. My childhood was happy because my parents are golden. My parents worked hard to get my sister and I to the point we are at now. I know they are stronger together, and as much as their story is sad, they are happy people. It just makes me think about all the golden couples all over the world that don't get to make it. Despite the passivity of people and the incompetence of global support, my parents survived, and so many people don't. At the drop of a hat, your life could be plunged into a war. So think about the golden couples that didn't make it and what you could have done to stop it.